They are scared by it. They are scared by it. I'm scared to get that field. Shit, no, I'm not. Get out. Oh, get out.
Get out. I'm just kidding. I can slap.
Why it's so bad?
We know the way to San Jose, heart of the Silicon Valley, and home to the San Jose State Spartans. In anticipation has been high all week for this one. What we have in store for you today, a showdown between a couple of Pac-12 rivals. As we'll see, the Washington State Cougars. Washington State lined up to kick it off and get this game going. He'll start the return inside the spot. And the returner is stopped. The Spartans will be in a hole thanks to that short return. And this guy is a big-time star. Justin Electricity follows him onto the field.
What do you want me to talk about?
This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
Fires to the tight end.
No, I'm playing somebody. And you just call me lame.
A nice job by the defense. They're tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
The big defensive tackle getting off the run. Nice job seeing play action, understands the pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Oh, bro.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field.
You like already giving up the ball.
I didn't say I didn't like them. I just said I didn't really feel the music like that.
Cougars offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leader?
I don't know. It's
Lead the football team. They got to step up and make plays on the field.
maybe I don't. Maybe it's this generation of music.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone.
It's straight, but they're not R&B. It's a lot of rappers that I don't like.
How do you run? You brush this and then you run?
He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners.
You don't like it.
You got the long touchdown.
What you mean?
About to kick it off.
Try to put you on grid, try next door, Chucky, all this. You don't like
from
it.
inside his own 5. Nice
You don't
job
get
by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable in that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Nice.
They'll leave it with him. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
No, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
They'll go to the ground. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab and he's got the first. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film,
Yeah,
anticipating.
this
They
for
knew
me.
that
You
this
should
offense
watch
had
it.
this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Spartans are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Bates.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Yeah, you keep losing for no reason. You won't give it. You won't let me play because you keep losing.
The play action fake. Pocket starts to collapse. Fires to the big fella. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
They go to the ground. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
That's a really good stop for the defense. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive, a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
It's an idea, someone.
Don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
He's got his man. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was.
And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
And I tell you what, you see this a lot. 4th down, I'm putting pressure on the quarterback. The defense brings the blitz. They have no answer. Nice job being aggressive on a big 4th down.
Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Cougars want to pick up the tempo.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. From the red zone, looking for a space. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. On the ground, it's Parker. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield. Great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
He's got it on the move. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. A first down on the doorstep. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Daddy.
see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
It is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You, keep being aggressive.
On the run, it's Flanagan. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. You got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
He's got his man, makes the grab. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Leaves it with the back. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
They'll ride the hot hand. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth quarter game.
Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Leaves it with the running back. Open space at the 25. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. Got a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3. Ball's at the 14. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Takes the handoff. It's Flanagan. Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up 3 to the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Now the play fake. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Makes the catch. He's got enough. Touchdown, Spartans! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. They're lining up to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns. And
the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Here's the handoff. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Power football with the run. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets a block. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He'll throw it. Pass on the way. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Cougars. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Old Dominion is running away with this one behind an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 28 over Georgia Southern. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Trying to pound it in. And he makes his way into the end zone for the 2. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. get back to what you were doing that built this lead, partner.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Makes his connection. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now on 2nd and short after the first down completion. Back to throw, it's Mateer. He's going for the big play. And it's caught inside the 30. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Comes out throwing on first down. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Absolutely perfect. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Spartans will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for blockers. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Solid gain to get them out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. Washington State lines up quickly. To the air. It's Mateer. Snags it over the middle. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. No huddle offense to the line.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings, shifts and motions to give their offense a success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Got his man downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first down.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on 4th down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man on the right. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Quarterback checking the play. On second down, he'll fire. Finds his man. It's Coleman.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Lining up to convert third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man in the middle. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. And the ball is intercepted. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Cougars! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Yeah, how about that, man? Fourth down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick, and not only that, they return it all the way back for...
And the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Floating away. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game day.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
They're trying to get to it. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line getting set on second down. Give to the back. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Washington State going quickly. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Splits the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
He makes the connection. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Was too much. They get him at the 15. The sack makes it an even longer third down chance for this offense. Back to throw, it's Mateer. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get loaded up.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on these running backs.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got it down the middle. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that 4th down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Wazoo! And the punishment has been extended. That should move them closer to this elusive 2nd win of the year as they build this 4th quarter lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Air Force rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Falcon Stadium. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Gets it out quickly. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. The give from the gun. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. His field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. He got it. And now the lead is extended a little further.
That makes the score Washington State 40, San Jose State.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
Set to kick this one away.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. After the incompletion on 2nd down, it's 3rd and inches. Finds his big tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the right. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
Washington
Welcome to Miami. This is a big event city, and folks here are fired up for this one inside Hard Rock Stadium as the Miami Hurricanes try to represent the great tradition of their program. And a game like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, there's history and tradition, but right here, right now, there is tremendous intensity and bitterness on this field. You can feel it. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Miami Hurricanes. With EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Gators will kick this deep to start us off. And here's the return from inside the 5. Return of 1 down. Sets up the next drive. The Hurricanes special teams don't do the offense any favors with that return. Here we go, Kirk. All the emotion in this stadium. Which side is going to handle that better today?
Chris, we had a chance to visit both these teams, and one of the things that we saw, the clock's ticking down all year for this game, this day. Now they get their chance.
On first down, it's play action. And look, he's going to take a shot right away. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Boy, a nice throw and a great catch here by this Miami Hurricane wide receiver. And for our younger audience out there who might be watching this game, I got to tell you, you may not remember this, but Miami set the tone for wide receiver play for decades, and they're working their way to get back to that now.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Now it's second down here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Shows off the moves there, but ultimately not much of a gain.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. And the wideout. The pass is intercepted. It's a short return to make the tackle at the 25, but what a play for this defense.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looked pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get them to third down. They get pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Handoff here from the shotgun. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, but he makes the 4-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. But I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on that offensive line and their running back.
And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. But Kirk, no surprise, you get these two teams on the field, and it's tight and competitive right to the finish.
Well, Chris, the last time these two teams met, remember, it came down to the wire, the very final few minutes. Sure hope to get another one like that today.
Important second down play coming up. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Catch made on the left side. And the defense grabs him after the completion. Is just short of a first down.
I think it's important to let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. The Gators will have to kick it away. First part of the game now. Deep. This one is out of bounds, and that'll give the offense great field position. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Here's the first play of the drive now from that. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Delay of game. Offense.
And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. First down here for this offense. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
From their own 8-yard line now, it's 2nd and long. And is intercepted. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
And the Florida offense retakes the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? The offense, excellent field position to start this drive. Takes the handoff. It's Johnson. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make